Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me for my second video on creating content. Today I'll be going over the basics of creating content that your audience wants to see. By the end of this video, you'll understand the basics of how to create content that will both attract your target clients whilst also separating you from your competitors. This will lead to more sales for your business and a more effective content marketing strategy overall, which is a topic that I'll be going over in further detail in an upcoming video. If you have any questions about creating content or about developing your own content marketing strategy, leave a comment below and I'll make sure to cover as many of those questions as possible in my upcoming video. In my previous video, I spoke about what is content and why you should be creating it for your business. It's a solid foundation for developing your own content marketing strategy. You can find a link to that video below. Now, one of the first things to keep in mind when creating content is that your objective is to create content that will both help your clients whilst also helping to support your business's goals. This means that you and your team must be crystal clear on your business's values, goals, and objectives. For my clients, these are the essential pieces of information that I require before creating their own bespoke content. Number one, what kind of information will help your clients? Number two, how will this information help you to achieve your business's goals? Number three, who is the target audience for this information? And number four, how will this information help your clients? To initiate an effective content marketing strategy, you'll have to consistently deliver content that provides this kind of useful information to your customer base. But again, we'll go into further detail about how to create an effective content marketing strategy in my upcoming video. So once you're clear on your business's objectives and values, and you're ready to start creating content that your target audience wants to see, the first thing to consider is which platforms are going to be most suitable for attracting your target clients. This process is called creating native content. Native content should be in the tone and format that is generally used on a specific platform. Now on Twitter, the tone is often ironic or maybe based in satire, or it could just be pure information. Now, images and video are very useful on that platform as well, but they're not the main focus. The main focus on Twitter is the social commentary. I'll go into further detail along with some examples of native content that's formatted for some of the more popular platforms, and I'll also provide some suggestions in an upcoming video on which of these platforms might be suitable for your business and your content marketing strategy. Now, another thing to keep in mind is that the content that you create will go on to represent your brand, and it's okay to experiment with different forms of content and with different techniques. But one thing to keep in mind is that you don't want to project how you would like to be perceived in your content. You don't want to create content that is maybe formatted that you think your audience is going to react to, or that's emulating your competitors. Stay true to your tone, stay true to who you are as a professional, and let your brand resonate through the content that you create. This goes hand in hand with another very important point, and that is when creating content that your audience wants to see, you must prioritize your community management. And this means that you have to be prepared to engage with the audience who takes the time to like, share, or comment the content that you create. And you must also engage in the content that your audience creates and that your clients create as well. And this builds trust, this solidifies relationships, and it also lends itself to the opportunities for collaborations or cross-promotion. But the essential aspect in creating this content that your community will engage in is that you must be creating engaging content. Now, engaging content falls into one of three categories. It is either informative, it's inspiring, or it's entertaining. Now, engaging content is not just about your brand. It's about providing useful information to your community. And this relates to a very important point, is that when you're creating content, content isn't created for the sake of asking your community to give you something. It is your opportunity, or it's you engaging with your community by giving information. This content shouldn't make demands or ask of your community. It's your opportunity to build trust and to build relationships by providing information or entertainment or inspiring that community. And once this foundation of trust has been established, then it is okay to occasionally maybe push your own products or your own services, but keep it to a minimum and ensure that the content that you create is for the sake of building trust and building brand awareness. Now, content can be marketed in such a way so as to pull in your target clients, but that's a distinction between push marketing and pull marketing, and that's something that we'll go into in further detail in my next video. But as it relates to creating content that your audience wants to see, if you can keep in mind to consistently create content that is native to the platform on which it will appear, and to always create engaging content that gives back to your audience whilst also prioritizing your community management and engaging with that audience on a consistent basis, then you'll be well on your way to creating the kind of content that will help you to achieve your business's goals. So I hope you found today's video to be useful and informative. If so, please make sure and hit the like button. I'd be grateful if you left a comment, especially a comment relating to questions you may have about your own content marketing strategy. Share this video with your community or anyone who you think it might be of benefit to. And if you'd like more of my videos and tips on creating content, then make sure and subscribe to my channel. Also, make sure and visit my website, connect with me on Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, and I'll look forward to sharing more tips on creating content in my next video.